Picture this, it's a sunny afternoon, your stomach is rumbling like a rock concert, and you find yourself at the one and only Burger King. You order a Whopper because, really, is there any other choice? And as you sink your teeth into that perfectly flame-grilled masterpiece, you're hit with the ultimate question: how do they make these so good? Well, buckle up, my friend, because today we're going on a field trip not to your local BK but to the very factory where these burgers begin their epic journey. Think conveyor belts, massive grinders, industrial grills, and dare I say it, secret ingredients? Okay, maybe not too secret, but definitely fascinating. I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a Whopper the same way again. And who knows, maybe you'll even impress your friends with some behind-the-scenes burger trivia. So, grab your virtual hard hat and let's head into the factory. Oh, and keep an eye out for the burger robots, I hear they're flame grilling pros. Before we continue, let's take a look at brief history of Burger King. Before the Whopper became the king of fast food, there was a little dream that started it all. The year was 1954, and two ambitious entrepreneurs, James McLamore and David Edgerton, decided to shake up the burger world. They opened a humble restaurant in Miami, Florida, originally called Instaburger King. Why the quirky name? Because their star feature was an Instabroiler, a machine designed to cook burgers faster than ever before. Fast forward a few years, the name got trimmed, the business expanded, and the legendary Whopper was born in 1957. Now here's the kicker: over the decades, Burger King has grown from that one small joint into a global empire with over 19,000 locations in more than 100 countries. And along the way, they pioneered the art of flame grilling, making it their signature style. Achievements: countless. From introducing drive-through service in the 70s to their creative ad campaigns, Burger King has solidified its place as one of the most iconic fast food chains in history. So, when you bite into a Whopper, you're not just tasting a burger, you're tasting decades of innovation, creativity, and, dare we say, royalty. Now let's get to the business of the day. Alright, time to roll up our sleeves and dive into the very foundation of a Burger King hamburger, the ingredients. And trust me, this is no ordinary grocery list. Let's start with the superstar of the show, 100% real beef. Burger King prides itself on sourcing beef from trusted suppliers around the world, ensuring quality and ethical practices every step of the way. Now, don't go imagining cows lounging in jacuzzis, but rest assured, these suppliers adhere to strict standards that prioritize animal welfare and sustainable farming. Once the beef is sourced, it's transported to processing facilities where it's thoroughly inspected. Think of it like a VIP check-in at the airport, only the finest cuts make it through. And yes, they're tested for quality, freshness, and taste. No shortcuts here. Now, what's a burger patty without its seasoning? This is where Burger King's secret blend of spices comes into play. Sorry to disappoint, but we don't have the recipe, it's locked away tighter than the crown jewels. What we do know is that the seasoning mix is designed to enhance the natural flavor of the beef while adding that iconic Burger King punch. Imagine salt, pepper, and a few mystery spices all coming together in perfect harmony. It's like a symphony, but instead of violins, you've got garlic powder and paprika playing lead roles. But wait, what about all that sciencey stuff? How does the beef transform from a big OL slab into those perfectly round patties? Enter the grinding process. This is where industrial-grade machines take over, grinding the beef to just the right consistency. Think of it as the Play-Doh fun factory you had as a kid, but instead of colorful clay, we're working with premium beef. The result? A smooth, uniform texture that's perfect for forming into patties. No lumps, no bumps, just pure burger magic. Next up, the shaping phase. This is where the beef takes its final form, those perfectly round patties you know and love. The machines here are like precision artists, ensuring every patty is the exact same size, weight, and thickness. Because let's face it, nobody wants a lopsided burger. Here's a fun fact: Burger King patties are designed to cook evenly, which is why the thickness is so important. Too thick, and it might not cook through; too thin, and you lose that juicy goodness. It's all about balance, baby. And before these patties move on, they get a little checkup. Quality control teams inspect the patties to make sure they meet Burger King's high standards. It's like a beauty pageant, but for burgers. Only the best looking, most perfectly formed patties make it to the next stage. So, next time you're enjoying a Whopper, just remember it's passed more tests than you did in high school. Alright, we've got our premium beef inspected and ready to go. Now it's time for the real transformation to begin grinding and forming. Imagine this as the part where raw ingredients turn into something truly extraordinary. The beef first enters state-of-the-art grinders machines so powerful they could probably crush a car if they wanted to. These grinders break down the beef into uniform particles, ensuring the perfect texture for every patty. Too coarse, and you'd be chewing on beef nuggets. Too fine, and you'd end up with burger mush. Balance is key. And here's where the science meets artistry. These machines are calibrated with near military precision, ensuring that every grind is just right. It's like tuning a guitar except the strings are made of beef. Oh, and don't think it's all about brute force. These grinders are equipped with special blades that cut rather than squish the meat, preserving the natural texture and flavor. Because nobody wants their burger to taste like it's been through a wrestling match. Once the beef is ground to perfection, it takes a little ride on a conveyor belt, kind of like a meat roller coaster. And at the end of this thrilling journey is where the magic happens: patty formation. Here, high-tech machines mold the beef into perfectly round, uniform patties. Think cookie cutters on steroids, stamping out patty after patty with machine-like efficiency. Fun fact, these machines can produce thousands of patties per hour. That's enough burgers to feed a small country or at least a very hungry football team. The secret to these perfect patties isn't just the shape, it's the size and weight. Each patty is measured to the gram to ensure it cooks evenly and fits perfectly on those sesame seed buns we all love. And if you've ever wondered why a Burger King burger has that satisfying bite every time, it's because the machines here are designed to pack just the right amount of density into each patty. Too loose, and it falls apart. Too tight, and it's more meatball than burger. Like Goldilocks would say, it's just right. But hold up, it's not all up to the machines. Human eyes are the ultimate quality control. Workers check the patties for any imperfections: no cracks, no uneven edges, no funny business. If a patty doesn't meet the mark, it's sent back to the drawing board. So yeah, you could say these burgers are born with standards. High ones, at that. With the patties formed, they're ready for their next big adventure: flame grilling. But let's take a moment to appreciate the journey so far. From grinding to shaping, these burgers are already on their way to becoming the flame-grilled legends we all know and love. Stay tuned, because the best part, grilling, is up next. And trust me, things are about to get hot, literally. Alright, folks, this is where the magic happens: the flame grilling process. This step is what truly sets Burger King apart from the rest. While other chains might settle for flat-top griddles, Burger King goes all in with real flames, creating that smoky, char-grilled flavor that's become its signature. Imagine your burger getting a VIP spa treatment, only this one involves fire and flavor instead of cucumbers and face masks. Here's how it works: the patties are placed on a moving conveyor that carries them through a specially designed flame grilling machine. Think of it as a burger-sized barbecue pit on steroids. The flames dance just under the patties, searing the outside to lock in those mouth-watering juices while giving it that unmistakable smoky taste. This isn't just cooking, it's a culinary performance, with fire as the star of the show. But don't think this is all about playing with fire. The grill is calibrated to perfection, ensuring that every patty is cooked evenly. Temperature? Check. Flame intensity? Check. Timing? Double check. Burger King's grill masters know that 1 second too long or too short can make or break a patty. And if you're wondering about the smoke, it's not just for drama. That smoky aroma is what gives the patties their unique, flame-kissed flavor. It's like a secret handshake for your taste buds: one bite, and you know it's Burger King. Now let's talk about those beautiful grill marks. Yes, those perfect charred lines on your patty aren't just for looks, they're the result of high heat caramelizing the natural sugars and proteins in the meat. This process, called the Maillard reaction, is what creates that irresistible, slightly crispy texture on the outside while keeping the inside juicy and tender. And here's a fun fact: these grill marks are so iconic that they're a trademark of Burger King's burgers. So, next time you spot them, know that they're not just a happy accident, they're the result of science, fire, and a lot of burger love. Once the patties emerge from their fiery journey, they're inspected to ensure they've achieved the perfect level of flame-grilled glory. No patty is left behind, and each one is checked for even cooking, flavor consistency, and overall burger perfection. And don't worry about those flames going to waste. Any excess heat is carefully recycled to make the process as efficient and environmentally friendly as possible. Burger King may love its fire, but it also cares about sustainability. So there you have it, the patties are officially flame grilled to perfection, complete with that smoky aroma and those iconic char marks. They're now ready to meet their perfect match: fresh buns, crisp lettuce, ripe tomatoes, and of course, the legendary Burger King sauces. But before we get to that delicious assembly line, there's one more step to cover: how these patties are packaged and shipped to your local Burger King. Spoiler alert, it's a journey almost as epic as the flame grilling process itself. Now that our patties have been grilled to smoky perfection, it's time to pack them up for their next adventure. But before they hit the road to your local Burger King, they need a little extra care to ensure they arrive just as fresh and flavorful as they were when they left the grill. Enter the packaging and freezing stage, a combination of technology and precision that locks in all that flame-grilled goodness. First up is the packaging. The patties are loaded onto trays or sheets designed to keep them neatly separated. This prevents them from sticking together during transport because nobody wants a patty pile-up. Next, the trays are wrapped with high-grade, food-safe materials that seal in freshness while protecting the patties from outside contaminants. Think of it as a snug little sleeping bag for your burger. Cozy, right? Once the patties are securely packaged, they head into the flash freezing chamber. Now, this isn't your average home freezer. We're talking temperatures so cold they could make a polar bear shiver. Flash freezing is a super efficient process that locks in the flavor, texture, and moisture of the patties almost instantly. It's like hitting the pause button on freshness, ensuring that when the patties are reheated later, they taste just as good as they did fresh off the grill. Every package is then labeled with important information like production dates and batch numbers. Why? Because quality and safety are top priorities. This tracking system ensures that every patty can be traced back to its origin, giving Burger King full control over the entire process. So, if there's ever an issue, which is rare, by the way, the team can pinpoint exactly where it came from and fix it in record time. That's accountability in action. Once everything is packed, labeled, and frozen, the patties are stored in industrial freezers that could double as a winter wonderland. These freezers maintain the perfect temperature to keep the patties in pristine condition until they're ready to ship. Oh, and did we mention that these storage facilities are meticulously monitored? It's like having a 24/7 babysitter for your burgers. Because when it comes to quality, Burger King doesn't take any chances. Finally, it's time for the patties to hit the road. They're carefully loaded onto temperature-controlled trucks, which are basically giant refrigerators on wheels. These trucks ensure the patties stay frozen from the factory all the way to your local Burger King. So, the next time you unwrap a Whopper, you can thank these behind-the-scenes heroes for making sure your burger tastes just as amazing as it should. From humble beginnings as fresh beef to flash-frozen perfection, these patties have come a long way. And their journey isn't over yet. They still have to be assembled into the iconic burgers we all know and love. But one thing's for sure, every step of this process is designed to deliver the same flame-grilled flavor and quality that Burger King is famous for. The patties are packed, frozen, and ready to go. Now it's time for the next leg of their journey, getting shipped to Burger King locations around the world. This step is all about logistics and timing, because when it comes to delivering fresh-tasting burgers, every minute counts. Each truck is loaded with pallets of frozen patties, carefully arranged to maximize space and maintain temperature control. These trucks are equipped with advanced refrigeration systems, ensuring that the patties stay at the perfect temperature throughout the trip. Think of them as the luxury limos of the food world, complete with climate control and VIP seating. The trucks hit the road, heading toward distribution centers or directly to Burger King restaurants. For locations nearby, the journey might just be a few hours. But for international destinations, these patties might take a quick detour via ship or plane. No matter the distance, the goal is always the same: delivering those flame-grilled patties as quickly and efficiently as possible. And trust me, the logistics team at Burger King has this down to a science. At the distribution centers, the patties are sorted and organized for their final delivery. This step ensures that each Burger King location receives exactly what it needs, no more, no less. Workers double-check everything, from quantities to storage conditions. It's like a pit stop for the patties, making sure they're in top condition before the final leg of the journey. Once the patties are sorted, they're loaded onto smaller delivery trucks that whisk them away to their final destination, your local Burger King. These trucks are just as carefully maintained as the big ones, keeping everything frozen until it's time to fire up the grill. At last, the patties arrive at the restaurant, where they're welcomed like old friends. The team quickly stores them in temperature-controlled freezers, ready to be grilled fresh for your next order. From factory to restaurant, every step is carefully planned to ensure that your burger is just as delicious as you expect it to be. That's the Burger King promise. So, the next time you take a bite of a flame-grilled Whopper, remember the incredible journey it took to get to your plate. From farm to factory, from flames to freezer, and finally to your hands, it's a process built on precision, passion, and a whole lot of burger love. Welcome to the grand finale, the assembly line at your local Burger King, where all the ingredients come together to create the perfect burger. It's like a symphony, with every team member playing their part to ensure your meal is fresh, flavorful, and oh so satisfying. First, it all starts with the buns lightly toasted to give them that warm, golden glow. These aren't just any buns, they're specially designed to be sturdy enough to hold all the juicy goodness without falling apart. Think of them as the foundation of your burger masterpiece, strong, reliable, and deliciously soft. Next, the star of the show makes its debut, the flame-grilled patty. Straight out of the kitchen grill, it's placed onto the bun, bringing that smoky aroma and savory flavor we all love. Now, it's time to pile on the freshness. Crisp lettuce, juicy tomatoes, and zesty onions are layered onto the patty. Each piece is carefully chosen for quality, because nobody wants a sad, limp lettuce leaf ruining their burger experience. And let's not forget the sauces. Whether it's creamy mayo, tangy ketchup, or a special signature blend, these sauces are the glue, figuratively speaking, that holds all the flavors together. A quick dollop here, a swirl there, and boom, you've got a burger that's ready to impress your taste buds. Finally, the crown jewel, the top bun, is placed on, completing this edible work of art. But we're not done yet. Once assembled, the burger is wrapped up in branded packaging designed to keep it warm and intact. It's then placed in a bag alongside your sides and drinks, ready to be handed off to you, the star of this entire process. From the farm to the flame grill, and now to your hands, the journey of a Burger King hamburger is complete. It's a story of quality, care, and a passion for delivering the best to every customer. So the next time you sink your teeth into a Whopper, remember, it's not just a burger, it's a flame-grilled masterpiece with a story as rich as its flavor. Enjoy, savor, and know that every bite is the result of an epic journey that started long before it reached your plate. Thanks for joining us on this behind-the-scenes adventure. Now, if you'll excuse me, all this burger talk has made me hungry. Time to grab a Whopper. Until next time, stay flame-grilled and fabulous.